Lately, Ben Carson's been doing pretty well in the polls in Iowa. Now, if you remember, Republican voters in Iowa are very religious, so his religious spiel works really well for them. Pat Robertson did well in the Iowa caucuses and then flamed out everywhere else. I suspect the same thing is going to happen to Ben Carson. And if you don't know, this entire presidential run for Ben Carson is just a profit-making scheme. He interrupted his candidacy for a couple of weeks while he is number one in Iowa and number two nationwide. So he could be the next president of the United States. He interrupted that for 2 weeks to go on a book tour. Now, book tours are planned well ahead of time. Did you think that they didn't know the book tour would be right in the middle of his campaign? No, they knew that. They planned that because the whole point was to sell more books so he can put more money in his pocket. He didn't think he was actually going to win. He still doesn't think he's going to win. He's just going out there and say, oh man, the more press I get, the more books I get to sign. Presidential campaign, who cares, man? No, yeah, we're going to stop that for a couple of weeks. I'm going to go make some money, man. Yes. So is this guy eventually going to win the Republican nomination? Hell no, he's not. No way. And I don't know almost any progressive who believes that. But in Ben Carson's mind, the progressives are actually scared to death of him. So much so that they are a threat to his life. He has asked for Secret Service protection. Really? Really? Which tree-hugging liberal, as you would call them, is out there to get you, Ben? Well, let him explain.
How serious have these threats been, and what kind of threats have you gotten, Dr. Carson?
Well, I prefer not to talk about security issues, but, I have recognized, and people have been telling me for many, many months, that I'm in great danger. Because, I challenge the secular progressive movement to the very core. And, they see me as an existential threat, and I know that. So, but I also believe in the good Lord, and, we take reasonable precautions.
An existential threat. Ooh, Ben Carson's going to come to get us. He thinks so highly of himself, as all these Republicans do. Obviously I'm threatened by I threaten their very existence because I'm so strong and mighty. Now, by the way, if anybody came up to him with a gun, we know what Ben Carson would do because he told us, like what he did at Popeyes. He would just tell him, oh, go shoot someone else, please. Okay, so the Secret Service so far has not taken the threat seriously because they are not serious. I'll tell you who the real threats are against you, Ben Carson. Right-wing idiots who don't like that you're black. Okay, those guys might actually do something to you. But you see, on the left, we believe in peace and nonviolence. So there's no, look, you never know. There's crazy people in the world, right? But is there a movement on the left to endanger Ben Carson's life? Come on, man. You're insane.